Judge Arthur Engoron was forced to once again smack down Donald Trump's lawyers this past Thursday after one of his lawyers, a man by the name of Jesus Suarez, decided to try to slow down the process of the court by basically forcing a witness to stay on the stand for hours and hours as Mr. Suarez just slowly went through every single Trump property and made this witness tell the value of said property. Well, let me just read you what happened here. Trump attorney Jesus Suarez seemed to get on the nerves of both Engoron and opposing counsel during his cross-examination of accountant Donald Bender, who for decades looked after the Trump Organization's books as an employee of Mears USA. While cross-examining Bender, Suarez went through a lengthy list of individual Trump properties and asked Bender about whether each one was listed at its proper value. At one point, Engoron cut Suarez off and asked him how long it would take for him to go through all the properties, and Suarez estimated that he would be able to wrap it up by the end of the day. Like, don't worry, Judge. We'll have this done in a few hours. I've just got to go through every single thing on my list and make this individual see if they can recall every single thing on my list, because if I catch them slipping up, then obviously my client is innocent. Now, I'm going to tell you, from a legal standpoint, that's not a bad strategy. I have to give Mr. Suarez credit. If you were acting as the defense attorney for Donald Trump, and you're talking to the accountant, that would be the kind of thing that you should do. Now, having said that, it also pissed off Engoron, because at that point, as it says, Engoron started pounding the bench at one point and saying, quote, "This is ridiculous," because it was taking up all day. Because Mr. Suarez did not have to break apart each individual property into a list that took hours to read. He could have lumped them together. I mean, they're all together anyway. He could have made it a 5-minute thing instead of a multi-hour type thing. But he chose not to do it because, as Engoron believes, he just wanted things to go a little slow, right? Let's make this last. There's no need to rush, ladies and gentlemen. We're having some fun here. Don't piss off the judge. That is rule number one, like literally rule number one for anyone, anywhere, going to trial for anything. It doesn't matter if you're the prosecution. It doesn't matter if you're the defense. It doesn't matter if you're a plaintiff's lawyer. It doesn't matter if you're, a court-appointed public defender. Rule number one is don't piss off the judge. And Trump and his lawyers spent the entire week, get this, pissing off the judge. Now, as I've said, Engoron's personal opinions, personal feelings about these lawyers and Donald Trump cannot play into his decision. But Engoron is also not a computer. He is, in fact, a human being. And whether we want to think so or not, human beings' own emotions do play a role in their decisions. It's hardwired into us. It is something that we cannot undo. And because this is not a jury trial, Engoron gets to be the man that gets to do whatever he rules. Don't piss him off. Because the angrier you make him, the worse the punishment can be. Because he has a whole list of things he can do to you. And if he's happy with you, if you do a good job, if you don't piss him off, he may say, okay, I could do all this, but you know what? I'm just going to do this. But you keep pissing him off, and he's going to say, you know what? Here's a whole list of things I could do, and I'm just going to do them all. And so far, based on the way that Trump and his lawyers have behaved in court in just the first week, I wouldn't expect any leniency from this judge moving forward. Hey, everyone. This is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.